Hello, I'm Holly Fang Ding, the founder of DF Draw Lab, a cross-cultural design lab. I help global brands grow in unfamiliar markets by solving deep UX problems across cultures, languages, and user behaviors. My background spans publishing, education, and technology, giving me unique insight into how different users read, learn, and interact. At DF Draw Lab, we don't just localize. We decode user psychology to design interfaces that speak fluently across cultures. Today, I'll share a large-scale UX UI redesign I led for a stay-toned video platform, where we addressed real-world challenges in navigation, cognition, and accessibility across multiple generations. Migu Video, a stay-toned Chinese streaming media platform with hundreds of millions of users. It faced major challenges in visual clarity and multi-generational user experience. As the lead product designer for this project, I redefined its visual language, structure, and interaction patterns, using global usability standards. This case became a best practice blueprint for UI design in China. In China, telecom providers often provide a series of services, such as streaming videos, games, and reading platforms to boost engagement and promote users to purchase mobile traffic rate. As a part of China Mobile's ecosystem, the app offers live streams, on-demand videos, and community interaction features. Our goal was to modernize the interface, reduce friction in navigation, and create a more cohesive UX. This case is for you if you're considering a visual upgrade for an existing platform, your product is packed with features, but hard to use. You want to boost user retention and reduce bounce rates, or you need a design partner with tech plus UX plus visual thinking. Migu had rich content but still has a lot of challenge. After I interviewed 7 differentiated users across age groups, we identified 5 key issues. Migu's original interface was visually inconsistent and misaligned with user expectations. There was no unified visual system. Fonts, icons, and colors varied between screens, creating confusion. The interface was visually noisy. Too many competing elements made it hard for users to focus. This inconsistency makes it hard for users to easily find features. Key features were unclearly. The home screen was flooded with icons, many unclear or redundant. Cross-device experience was fragmented. Users couldn't easily predict the outcomes of their actions. Some touchpoints lacked feedback. While this was not a full UX revise, I was able to restructure the visual system and interaction patterns within 3 months. We used the double diamond model, from discovery to delivery. As before mentioned, I defined, synthesized into 3 core problems: visual overload, fragmented flow, and mismatched mental models. Develop, created 3 tailored prototypes for binge watchers, commuters, and elders, rebuilt content hierarchy and navigation. Deliver, final Figma high-fidelity prototype plus usability testing, right arrow full platform rollout. We mapped user journeys and real-life use scenarios. User journey, Gen Z, like swiping right arrow but there's no casting option right arrow then they drop off. Seniors, find cluttered icons right arrow that easy to misclicks right arrow they are confusion then exit. For the scenario mapping we find. Commuter prefer use the prioritize fast browsing large targets, TV casting at night. Low light mode visible casting, elderly at noon. Large fonts, clear entry points. We ran 3 rounds of prototyping. Paper prototypes. Tested information architecture quickly. Marvel low fidelity. Tested core tasks like search right arrow filter right arrow cast, and found key blockers like cast buried too deep. The 3rd usability testing to double check the realistic visuals plus animation plus guided tasks. We measured task time and completion rate as well. Interview groups, 18-25 years group, speed minimal path, 35-45 years group, accurate suggestions pause resume, 60+ years group, readability one-click actions. We summarized design keywords like simplify, anticipate, support. Redesign highlights. I focused on 3 major improvements. 1, streamlined navigation. We grouped similar content together and cut down unnecessary menu layers so users can browse more naturally, just like how people read or scan with their eyes. 2, consistent visual language. I built a shared system of colors, typography, and icons, Everything now feels like it belongs together. 3 smarter icons. We redesigned the icons to be simpler, easier to recognize, and more meaningful. Now users can even customize their layout. Other key updates include a cleaner UI hierarchy that puts focus where it matters, a smart search box, search by actor, mood, or storyline, night mode with cinematic colors, easy on the eyes, a modular homepage, less clutter, more control, clearer cast share buttons, now front and center. Color strategy, bright gradients for daytime use, deep purples for night, tested for comfort icons. And I keep minimalist, simplified, and customizable for all the user. For Migu's rebrand, I designed a logo made of 4 overlapping Chinese characters. At first glance, it feels abstract, like a modern symbol. But when you look closer, each stroke comes from real, meaningful language. The characters interlock like a puzzle, forming a single, unified mark. It's bold, local, instantly recognizable. In a sea of generic tech logos, Mig now stands out with a visual identity that speaks both culture and confidence. Unlike abstract logos, this design was locally meaningful, easy to remember, and aligned with brand personality. We used gradients to bring energy into the design. For night mode, I used a purple to red gradient scheme that was mimic a true night mode with dark backgrounds, and tested better for viewing in low-light environments. To minimize eye strain while still keeping the interface visually appealing, I only used gradient colors to the active menu icon representing the current screen. All other icons in the navigation bar were rendered in neutral grayscale tones. So, the selected and unselected states of the icons are differentiated. This approach helped keep user focus while maintaining overall comfort during long view. The updated design features simplified icons that reduce visual noise and enhance clarity. We tested innovation with open questions. Does NLP match Chinese content structures? Should like and 5-star rating merge? Should homepage banners explain why recommended? These are part of ongoing A/B testing and feedback cycles. We invite co-exploration with similar platforms. Migu's real challenge wasn't just aesthetic UI, it was cultural fit. Chinese users need direct action. Global users expect standards and feedback. So we implemented UI components by young generation and consider the elderly as well. Adaptive pop-ups based on age and frequency, clear permissions, and simple action paths. This is DF Draw Lab's philosophy. Cultural fusion times cognitive-friendly design. We made gameplay entry points as well, like the Grow Bamboo reward game to increase engagement and signups. Historical usage records aid task memory and recovery. Design must account for real-world attention, environment like lighting, and device switching. By interacting with users through the bamboo raising game, and users can get points for daily sign-in, user engagement and registration rate are increased. So, I highlighted this part of the icons. Due to the app's function are complex, we displayed the user's recent usage history to help them find the frequently used functions they need when they need them. So redesign means not just pretty, but effective. We clear CTA zones to get higher conversions. We shorter action paths, right arrow, fewer drop-offs, multi-device sync, right arrow, DAU growth. This forms a complete loop, from visual right arrow cognition, right arrow behavior, right arrow to growth. It's a repeatable design consulting model. As the result, the search success increased by 31%, clicks to play reduced, cast button click rate up 65%. Usability test satisfaction more than 85%. Onboarding time down 40%. Overall satisfaction 78%. Retention and engagement significantly increased. This video shows how, with limited time and resources, a strong design system and user-first thinking can drive real platform transformation. We proved that using deep strategy plus bold visuals plus user empathy that can create measurable business impact, even without a perfect UX process. Mig isn't just a video app, it's content plus telecom. Similar to US models like Verizon plus Disney plus or Apple Music bundling, Mig offers video plus reading plus games plus data bundles. The created feature like we used gamification to engagement rewards, e.g., sign in, play games, earn perks. It's similar like Amazon Prime as well. We let users customize icons and layout, like Samsung One UI or T-Mobile apps. Until now, I want to say, design is part of the incentive system, not just the interface. If you're a platform team integrating content and telecom services, a PM working on ecosystem redesign or UI modernization, or a global product team exploring cross-cultural UX for expansion, then this case study and our approach is worth a closer look. I don't just design UIs, design user-centered content strategy that align business, brand, and behavior. That's the core of what we do at DF Draw Lab. Let's connect if you're working on major redesigns or platform overhauls, building consistent UX across age, language, or culture gaps, embedding design into growth strategy and business loops. If you found this helpful, please follow and give me a thumbnail.